This is Denise from The Average Joe, and today joining us we have the not so average travel planner, Julie. Hello. And we are going to talk about a Disney World vacation. We enjoy Disney World, we go a lot, and maybe we have some tips that you hadn't thought of if you're making a plan to go on vacation soon. So we would like to talk about the very first thing that you want to do. You want to sign up for My Disney Experience.
My Disney Experience, and you can keep track of your whole vacation with this. It has different things to do on it, like what's going on in the parks, what they have planned, what time the parks open, and it goes out so far.
Okay, so the My Disney Experience has all the information that you can need. And it keeps track of all your activities. It goes out about 6 months. It has schedules. It has times of the parks. It has when you make your fast passes, when your dining reservation. It keeps track of everything, so you don't have to have a million pieces of paper to write everything down. At the very end, you can print it out, and it's got a whole list of what you're going to do day by day, hour by hour. So
maybe in an upcoming video, Not So Average Travel Planner Julie can show you how she takes the information and puts it into a binder for her family when they travel. Maybe in a future episode.
Yeah. Okay. So after you sign up for the My Disney Experience, where you get a lot of information from that, the first thing that you want to do, pick the date you want to go. Do you want to go when your children are in school? Do you want to go when your children are out of school? As far as taking your children out of school, that's up to you and your municipality where your school is. Sometimes has some input on that. Some like it, some don't like it. It's something you have to talk to your school about. You have to decide whether you want to go when it's hot. Climate is another issue in Florida. It's very, very hot in the summer months. Going in the winter, it's milder.
But I can say that it gets hot in November too.
It does.
You have to be patient with the weather because Disney does not control the weather.
That's true. There's a lot of activities at Disney, seasonal activities. There's a Christmas season, there's a Halloween season, there's a food and wine festival at Epcot. There is the Flower and Garden at Epcot as well. And so there's a lot of different activities. So you've got to decide what activity you want to go see. After that, you've got to decide what kind of room you want to stay in. What is your budget for the room? Do you want a budget room, moderate room, or a deluxe resort? The budget resorts are very nice and they're very family friendly. They have wonderful accommodations. They all have pools. They have a food court where you can get your breakfast or your lunch or your dinner. They make it very easy. So the next thing that you really want to decide is if you want a package or you're going to buy everything a la carte. The packages usually include your room, your admission tickets, your food, and sometimes they include the airlines if you so choose to. Or you can buy everything separately. So that's another decision that you have to make. Disney can help you with that by giving you the prices on the packages. We believe that there's a lot of benefits to staying on property. On property, you get the Magical Express, which takes you from Orlando International Airport right to your resort. Mm-hmm. And that's all free of charge if you're staying on property at Disney.
To and from the airport.
To and from. So if you want to stay off property, then you've got to probably rent a car if you have no one to pick you up and no friends there or relatives, or you can Uber it very easily all around Disney. We've been using Uber a few times. But the Magical Express is nice. You pull in. The way that works is if you're staying on Disney property, they send you luggage tags a couple weeks before your vacation, and you put them on your suitcases, and then you check in whatever city you're checking in on to fly in, and you don't see your luggage again until you get to your room at the resort. The room at the resort will then, at some point, maybe 3 or 4 hours after you get there, your luggages will just show up in your room, whether you're there or not, because you can check in and then you can go to a park. Your luggages will be put inside your room because they know where you are.
Yeah, and that's free of charge.
And
Disney
that is
gives you that.
right for staying on property. The budget resorts have a food court, and they're very family friendly, very easy to get around. They have transportation to the parks, as do all resorts. The moderate resort does have a sit-down restaurant where someone comes in, waits on you, where the budget resorts do not. You have more of a cafeteria-style food court. You go pick your food out and then you take it to your seat and eat it. The moderates all have a sit-down restaurant if you'd like to eat there. The deluxe resorts as well also have a restaurant. And they are, as you would expect, budgets are less, moderates are more, and the deluxe can be quite expensive. But that's up to you, your choices. And the deluxe resorts are all the ones that are on the monorail, the Contemporary, Grand Floridian, and the Polynesian. And also
The Animal Kingdom Lodge, the Wilderness Lodge, the Boardwalk, the Beach and Yacht Club. And that's it. I think that's it.
All right. So,
And your moderate and your deluxe resorts also have a food court tucked away somewhere.
yes, they do. They all have a food court where you can just go down and pick up a snack. And they also have little stores in all of the resorts where you can get like milk or cheese or bread. So in a few days we're going to come back and we're going to tell you, after you've signed up for My Disney Experience and you've picked the date that you want to go, time of year, and you have picked what resort you want to stay at, what you do next. So if you like what we do, please come back, give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll talk a little bit more about Disney next week. Thanks for coming.